Hey everyone, and welcome back to GG Haven. My name is Div, and I'm here with Adrian to look at another exciting box opening for the new Attack on Titan set. A special shout out to Hope Collectibles for giving us this box, and let's see what's in there.
Yeah, so when you open a box, you get your box topper. And here you can get one of these 6 cards foiled. And now in each box, you have 16 packs, and each pack has 12 cards. Now in this set, there's 28 alt arts. Crazy. And 8 of them are signature cards.
The 2 stars and 3 stars amazing because they not only have the signatures but quotes as well. We have Eren Yeager, Mikasa Ackerman, Armin Arlet, Irvin Smith, Levi and Levi Raid, and of course our 3 stars, the Levi Raid and the Eren Yeager Raid.
Wow, all the cards actually look amazing. What are you actually going to build in this set?
I'm thinking of building Blue Levi. What about you?
I'm actually building Red Titans. Oh, here you go. This is perfect. So yeah, this is the Hardened Punch. So this sideline's a 5k or less, and it protects one of your rated attack Titans from specials you see in your opponent's life, which is great because the Titans are your win con for that deck.
Got it. And this is the attacking Titan. Oh, this is the one. Oh,
yeah, so
wow.
This is the 6 cost attack Titan. It has double damage. During your turn, this gains 1000 BP. When attacking, choose one of the following, draw a card, or if you have 3 or less life, place up to 2 cards from your hand in the sideline. If you do, you may choose one character with 2000 or less BP in your opponent's sideline and sideline it.
Got it. Oh, and now we have the Rod Reese. He's a Titan card. Damage 2, gains 2k. He's an early aggression because your bigger green pieces are very high cost. So, by the time you can get your Berthold out, Rod Royce plays a really good, I would say, piece in that deck. Or you can play it in the Zeke deck, which works really well with the Zeke Titan raid card. And also when sideline draw card, and we know how powerful draw card in this game is.
And here we have the Levi. This is an interesting card because it is usable if you want to play attack Titans, because your 8 cost attack Titan Eren can attack twice. So if you use 1 AP for that attack Titan cost for 8, and then you just throw this down for the last 2 APs, you have 4 swings for 2 bodies, which could potentially be game.
The only thing I don't like how I think about this card, it's 35. Is there a way to increase it?
Yes,
attack Titan deck?
There is actually, because if you play the Armin, his ability is to, when played, he has 2 effects. You can choose one is boost a character by 1000, and then if he's in the front line, you can activate his main, which is to replicate the ability again. So you can bump into you to 5k.
Got it. And that's cool. Oh, potato.
Yeah,
food deck.
this is good card. I mean, this is a tech card, yeah, because this is basically a mulligan. Place 3 cards from your hand to the bottom of the deck, and then you draw a number of cards equal to the number of cards you place at the bottom, and then you choose it to 1 AP and switch it to active. So it's a free card draw, or a free mulligan pretty much.
Wow, it's a like literally oh, okay, what am I gonna do with these 0 costs? I don't need them, just refresh them.
Exactly.
And end up pulling the raids. Oh, also place up to 3 cards. So you don't have to place 3, you can only place 2 or even 1, right? And it's free because you switch your AP active at the end of the turn.
And it's a get trigger, so even if you find it in your life, you get it in your hand, so you'll be able to play it eventually. Hopefully you find any pieces for your Levi, unfortunately.
For my Levi, I know.
Oh wait.
Oh,
speak of the devil.
There's a Levi. Oh, so this is when attacking. So the Levi deck mostly works where after your main phase, you do effects on your board and certain card pieces that restand your AP. So during your attack phase, you are able to use your AP to bump up certain cards and get effects. So for example, this Levi, when attacking, if I pay that 1 AP during my attack phase, which is out of the ordinary in Union Arena. That's why I want to play this deck, because it's very different tech. So you pay that AP during your attack phase, and if you do, you draw a card, and this becomes a 4k. It gives you the draw power, plus it becomes a 2-cost 4k, which is really powerful sometimes.
Oh, and here we go.
There's your hero.
The first SR. Yeah, this is the 8-cost attack time that we've been talking about. It damage 2. Activate main winner front line. It can pop a 2k. And then, like I said, but the armor, it can boost abilities, not just cards. So you can boost it up to 3k. If you do it twice, you can bump it to 4k and just pop a 4k for free. And when attacking, you can choose one of the following effects. You can give it impact for the turn, or if you have 3 or less life, you can restand this character to active. So it's like a double attack.
Very scary card. I would not want to see 2 of these in my opponent's front line.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's what you get for the 8 cost. It's a high cost,
Yes.
but
High cost,
it's a crazy ability.
high reward for sure.
Exactly.
Let's see what else we pull out of this. Honestly, I also think the Historia deck is not bad. It's pretty good too.
Yeah, I agree too. Oh,
Yeah,
here we
and
go.
this one. This one's a really good card. Are we doing this right now? Here, yes,
I know.
we are.
I love the names, but it's straight
I know.
enemy.
No, I know.
Yeah.
This card can make your double energies become quad energy generators.
Yeah.
Just think about it, right?
Yeah.
Plus, if you have Berthold on the field, you play it for free, which if you're running that deck, you are 99% have that card on your field.
Absolutely, it's a must-have. Yeah, you need as much energy as physically possible to have to play that deck.
Some of these cards are really really cool. New tech. Thank you, Bandai. We love this.
Absolutely. All right, here we go.
This honestly is my non-Levi Irvin, my favorite non-Levi or Irvin card in my Levi Irvin deck, which I'm planning to run. Double energy. When played at the start of your attack phase, choose one of your AP cards and switch it to active. So as I mentioned, right, like during attack phase, you pay your APs to run a lot of things. A lot of your opponents, if you take a lot of time during your turn when you play this as your first card and then you're thinking of what to play and what to do, will forget that you've played this card on your turn, and then during your attack phase when you restand that AP, they're gonna be like, wait, how? So they're gonna kind of like, you can play mind games with your opponents sometimes with this, because they won't realize that you have an extra AP that you can stand that turn.
Absolutely. Yeah, just because like in Levi decks, there's a few cards that can restand your AP anyways, if you want to use them all. And it's like her and I think Arwen are ones that restand your AP for during your attack phase, which is how Levi gets his abilities. So key important card for sure. Oh, I got my girl, the Mikasa.
So tell us, what does your girl do?
So when played, if you have an Eren Yeager card, Eren Yeager in his card's name on the field, you can choose up to one character with 3,000 or less BP and on your opponent's front line, and you sideline it. You might not think that's not good because it's 35, but you can use it from 2 different decks, because there's 2 red decks. There's the Titan deck, and then there's the Cadets, which is all about aggression, playing bodies active and swinging and then returning them into your hand. So she's great for that early aggression to pop your, either have maybe like a double blocker or anything that's standing in your way. Great to pop those. And if you pair her with Armin, you can bump her BP range for popping.
Yeah, that's a very great combo potential. Wow. I didn't think of that. You can pair it up with the Arvin. Yeah. Your Armin. You are right.
The trio is all synergy. Oh, here we go.
That's the first alt-art. You mirror. So you play her in the Historia deck. So if there's a Historia on your field, it gains 1,000. So this is a 2 cost, becomes a 4k. And you need to just have Historia on your field, which you are going to have if you're running the Historia deck.
Absolutely.
Really good.
Beautiful card.
Also, with the Historia Reese color trigger, you can play her out for free.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah.
So it works really well.
Unfortunately, it was the signature, but it's still not art. Take those.
We take the alt-arts.
Yeah, absolutely.
Might end up playing the Historia deck maybe.
Just to bling it out, yeah.
Just to bling it out.
Yeah. I mean, you could, yeah. It's a very good deck too. Don't get me wrong. Both blue and red, I think, are the strongest colors for this set.
People are quoting it as being one of the strongest in the rare battles. Speaking of, another card that is run in the Historia deck, which is the Ymir Jaw Titan. So you draw a card, then you place one card from your hand into your sideline. And then if you have 6 or more cards in your sideline, you may switch this character to active. I forgot to mention, that's a when attacking effect. So, with the Historia deck, runs similar enough to the Sisters deck from One Punch Man, you will most likely have 6 or more event cards in your sideline when you're trying to play this card, or you can hold on to this to get that ultimate ending damage so that you can pop this effect. It's ideally a double attacker, and it's a 4 cost raid, which is insane if you think about it.
Game blue. Oh,
And back to back, we have Urban.
back to back.
So Urban, when played, you look at the top 3 cards of your deck and you'll search for a Levi and you add it to your hand. So he's a Levi searcher for you in the start. So easy to find your Levi's. Then, during the main phase, you can pay 1 AP to essentially give it extra energy generation. So the main combo would be, hopefully you look at the top 3 cards and you find your 6-cost Levi raid, and then you activate main to get to 6 energy and you raid that Levi. Plus, you also, the activate main technically is for free because you are paying 1 AP, but at the start of the attack phase, the AP gets restand. So it also helps you during your attack phase. Oh wow, this is a special. Yes.
Yeah. So like I mentioned before about the 2 decks for red, the cadets and the attackant, this is the cadet special, or one of the cadet specials. So you draw 2 cards and you get to play up to 2 red cards with 3 or less card energy, 1 AP, and the 104th cadet core affinity from your hands to active on your front line. Those characters gain at the end of the attack phase, return this card to your hand until the end of the turn. So I'll talk about like the cadets, all about early aggression. This is it. You play 2 cards active, you swing, go back to hand, and then you have those cards for next turn.
So what would be the ideal point to play this card?
I think as soon as you get to 4 energy, you play this card. You just draw 2 and play down 2. But the key thing here is those characters gain at the end of the attack phase, return your hand. If you raid on top of them, they're new characters, so they don't get this ability. So you can just play this. You can just play 2 cards for free for 1 AP technically, and then you can use those 2 AP you still have to raid those 2 cards, and then they're there for the whole game.
Thank you for saying that. I really wanted to understand if that was possible.
Yeah, I love this card. It's a great for both Titan and cadets because you can use those. You can summon those errands and then you just raid on both of them, and then boom boom. You have 2 AK or AK and a 6.
Yeah. So guys, just because a special doesn't remove doesn't mean it's not a good special, guys. That's a really good special.
Exactly.
If you think about it. Yeah.
Oh,
there it is.
First
Our
green.
first green. Yes. So this is a 7-cost impact, nullify impact, and then during the opponent's turn, your opponent cannot choose this character unless they pay 1 AP. So it's kind of like very resource hungry for your opponents because they'll have to trash a card to remove this card by a special or a character's abilities. So plus it's an impact, so you're kind of forcing your opponent to remove it.
You have to get rid of it.
Yeah, because otherwise if he's on board, he's a nullify impacts, which our NA meta is very impact heavy. So he's a nullify impact, so can block those. If he's a 5k plus has impact, so it's a really critical card.
Yeah, but for green, it's like, it reminds me of Gojo days. It was such torture to get rid of that Gojo. You had to pay an extra AP.
Then here we have the Eren.
Yeah. This is another one because this is a usable card for the cadet special because he's a 2-cost or he's a 3-cost or less, and he's part of the cadet. So you can throw this down. You can even activate his main if you want to add 1 card from your life hand to your hand, and then he gets 1,000, so he's a 4k attack. Definitely a good card. Active trigger, and he has step 2, so he's good for the early aggression too.
Obviously, they had to make the star hero a broken card. He's not broken, but a pretty good card, I would say.
He's a high risk, high reward, right? But if you're playing with Titans, you want to get down to 3 life at least. Ooh.
And there is Historia. Honestly, it's such a wholesome, cute card, but the alt art makes this card look like she's a badass, which she is.
Yeah.
So this card obviously works on the amount of event cards you have in your sideline. So if you have 2 or more, when attacking, you can choose 1 other cadet on your field and bump it to 1,000. Then if you have 4 or more, you can activate main. And if you have used an event card, you can switch it to active. So this is kind of like using a free event card if you think about it. I know it's like you have to use it and then switch it to active, but it is essentially like using it. And then finally 6 or more impact. I love this card. I just love it. And I think Historia is going to be one of the stronger decks in rare battles.
Absolutely.
At least I like to think so.
I think it's very consistent. It has card draw, it has the impact, it has a double attack, and it has a ways to find it. Because like even though it says you can, when you use an event card, you just stand in AP, some of the blue event cards already restand in AP. So you can restand an action AP, which is
Exactly.
nuts. And then you just keep on going. You keep raiding, you keep throwing down cards. Like, I think it'll be a very consistent deck.
And there
Ooh,
it
here he
is. The Colossal Titan Berthold. Impact 1, damage 3. And on the front line, he does take an extra board space, right? So yes, it's reduced. You can only place 3 cards up, or if you have 2 of him, you can only have 2 of him up front. However, when played, he sidelines all 0-cost cards on your opponent's front line. And the turn he is played, he cannot be hit by a special off of your opponent's life. So it's a really strong card. I've seen games where, you know, people have like 2 or 3 0 costs up front just to do that chip damage because they will try to rush down the green deck.
Yeah.
But when this comes out, oh boy.
That's a 10. It's a 10 cost though, so getting that is going to be very, very hard.
Well, unfortunately, we only got 1 Altard, but after all of these pulls, I think I'm still swaying between Levi or Historia deck. What about you, Adrian?
I think I'm gonna go with the Red Titans. I think it's gonna be a very strong deck. So, and I just love Mikasa and Aaron. I just love the trio. But yeah, so this is the end of the video. Thanks for everyone for tuning in. This is a new idea for us. Well, hopefully you guys like the idea and like seeing more of this. In the comments, let us know what you guys are gonna be playing for this set. That'd be fun to know. But yeah, leave a like, comment, and subscribe.